All right, so let's look at ES. So ES was one time framing down as of Thursday. Then on Friday we I forgot where's the open on Friday, but we ended up closing the gap. Oh, I remember now. We were fighting between this. I said that this was going to be a battle, the 6680, and we were trading above it, then below it, then back above it. So you can see that we we were not able to test value area low from this session, and we came back up to this session's range, and like I had mentioned that this single print, I would look for this area to be consider this value area high, right? Because this was a double distribution. So we ended up closing up here, and then since the Globex open on Sunday, now we're ripping higher. We left the bullish imbalance on Friday, which I had a target of 67.33, and we are right there now. And the other day I had mentioned a scenario in which we were close to this area, and I had this 67.40, 42-ish as resistance. So we're at the same spot, so I'm still gonna be looking for that as initial resistance at low volume node. If we are able to break it, then a retest of the call wall at 67.53, and then this is a pretty weak high. We have one session that ended up here, then the next day we had two periods within a couple ticks of that high, so it's a pretty weak high. So we should be able to, that's going to be a magnet, because we have the last week high, this week reference, we have the call wall, so all that is going to make it a magnet and attract some liquidity there. Now this call wall is a major resistance, so we should see some profit taken there, but if we break it, then we have another bullish imbalance that targets 67.98, very close to a 6800 round big psychological number, so that will be my target to the upside. We have end of quarter, end of month flows. We also have tomorrow, we have that JPM position expiring, that's at 6505 on SPX. That if we end up coming down for some reason, which right now doesn't seem like it, but if we end up, then that could become a support target, right? But so far, we're seeing this very bullish grinding higher action, so we'll see what happens with that. But so those are okay. So that was the upside scenario, but the low, the bearish scenario is we have inventory that's, I said 100% long on the node. I think it's 99.99% in reality, because the settlement is at 97.75 and we traded like 2 ticks below it. So 99.9 long inventory. If we correct inventory, the first area I'll look for is the half of this range, which is around 67.15. If we don't hold that area, then I'm going to be looking for a gap fill. and then a gap to the settlement price, and then from there see if we accept inside the range of Friday, or if we reject it and then go back and continue the grind higher, or we balance around here. If we get below it, then I'm going to be looking for a move down to value area low, keeping in mind that this 6680 is still going to be a little bit of a battle, because this is that low volume node, and it's splitting this upper distribution with this lower distribution. So keeping that in mind if we get lower. Then below that we have the 20-day point of control here, and the low from here, that in which if it breaks, then my target is going to be value area low from this session right here, which is close to that 6649 high volume node. And then, you know, the targets from below are the same as that I mentioned a few days ago. These two weekly lows now, and then the 65.96 untested point of control. Thank you. This is not as weak as the highs on ES, but it's still, we have those two highs with a bullish imbalance, a couple of bullish imbalances, targeting 160 and 205. If they get cleaned up, and then this 720 keeps being the 20-day point of control. Also, we have inventory almost 100% long, so looking for the same scenario on NQ. Crude pulling back a little bit from that break, pulling back a lot, I should say. So it broke above this highs, remember, and then it had a very nice rally. Didn't quite get to the yearly and the 200 like I had mentioned, but it got pretty close. And then we found sellers there, and now we're coming back to the same area. So watch here. If this holds, maybe we get another look up. If it doesn't, then look for this 6290 area as a magnet. So far we're putting a lot of volume here at 6420, so this needs to break in order for us to get here, but this could be acting as support for now. And gold is non-stop. Looks like it wants 4,000 or so. I mean, if you take this range right here, you double it, you get 3,900 almost. So that should be an immediate first target to the upside, but this is not stopping. Alright, so keep an eye on the government shutdown news. And also there's some Trump speaking today, some US pending home sales releases, and some auctions at 11:30, and then a few Feds are speaking at 1:30, and that's about it for today. All right, have a good day.